friends. This is case 85. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, Mostown. How are you? Royals, what's up, Royals? All right. Hopefully everybody had a good, what day is it? Thursday? Is it still Thursday? Oh my goodness. Hope everybody had a good Thursday. Me and G are good. We went to Target because I had to get him some more clothes. I didn't have enough clothes for him. And G had a meltdown. So, had to give him Papow. I'm just kidding. I don't give him Papow. I really should. I talk about it enough, but I don't actually do it. Yeah, everything in the 10-caser has shipped. It's all out. It shipped yesterday. But if you were shut out in auto spot, your spot didn't ship. And if you're international, if you're international and you have a spot in the 100-caser, it didn't ship. But if you're international and you're only in the 10-caser, it's out. There's no reason to hold it. You know. Yeah, they should be. I'm all talk, unfortunately. Cade Morris, green paper, and Brandon Winnicott. Yeah, so that didn't ship. Unless you don't want me to add anything. If you don't want me to add anything, I'll ship it. But if you want me to add something, you have to wait because I don't know what I'm going to have. Does that make sense? So, Drew Hackenberg. But if you're like, hey, I took my chances and, don't add any extra autos, I got you. I'll just ship it right out. So it might take a little longer to get it, you know what I mean? A little longer. Hunter Holland. So that spot just got an auto and a color in one box. I went through all the people that we kept, and I was pretty sure they were all cool with it. I was like, yeah, they're gonna be cool with it. Because you never know. Sometimes people are like, hey, I wanted my cards, and I want them now. So I'm like, okay. Regio, Rock Regio to 71. I got you. No worries. I did post that in the thread a couple days ago. All that same information. I try to keep those pretty up to date. for the most part. All right, box 2, case 85. Enrique Bradfield. I've done a lot for that spot lately. 2 blacks, 1 gold. Several other, at least a few other. I don't know if I want to go several. A few other autos on top of that. We got Tommy Troy, gold glass, Bowman glass. Spencer Nivens. Luis Guanipa. Cam Collier. This looks like a black. Yep, it's black. Eric Betanti. Black refractor auto. So I told you guys the drama with G, right? You know, with all the violence and stuff going on with that. But even with telling you all that, I still didn't tell you the most craziest thing that happened on Christmas. You guys want to hear the craziest thing to happen on Christmas? So let me tell you what happened. So I host, like Christmas Eve, I go to my parents because the boys go to their moms, right? But they wanted to stay with me and go to their moms later. And my parents wanted me to come earlier. It used to be go at night, you know. So anyway, we go to my parents Christmas Eve. Me, G, the 2 boys, my wife. And that was fine. It was nice. They had like hors d'oeuvres and stuff, you know. And it was relatively early. And then I took the boys to their mom, and I went home. I actually came to the shop. I was going to open a case, but then I was like, no, I'm just going to go home. So I went home, watched some TV. I think I watched that, the Zack Snyder movie on Netflix. All right. Next morning, okay. So on Christmas Day, the boys come back over. Everybody comes over. The boys, their mom, everybody. And they come over in the morning, and I cook everybody breakfast. So, eggs, cinnamon rolls, bacon, nothing crazy, right? Cook everybody breakfast. And then I give everybody presents, right? So I gave everybody, the boys had Christmas pictures done, and I had one of them together. So I took that and had it framed, and I gave everybody one, because it's all their, it's all their family. So that's what I gave them. And then the kids all got presents, but nothing crazy, right? Everything's fine. Everything's going really good, right? Having a good breakfast. Sometimes there's drama, but shit. Enrique Bradfield, I'm killing this spot. Everything's fine. And then Leonice's mom decides she's going to say something. And she says, so I guess I got to give you background. When, no, I don't know if this is a good idea yet. All right. So you got to have the background for this to make sense. When Leonice was in the hospital, one day, it's probably a month before she died, something like that. It was just the two of us, right? So we're just hanging out. And a lot of times when it was just the two of us, we would just be quiet and just, she'd be on her phone or watching TV or, whatever. And I'd be on my phone. And, we'd just be in silence. Not that we didn't talk. It's just, a lot of time we would just be quiet. So it's really quiet, and she had been really sick, and the lights hurt her eyes. So she had been having her eyes just closed all the time. Like, she always had her eyes closed. So she says to me, will you take care of me? Which is weird, because I've always taken care of her. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a question. So I said, yeah, I'll always take care of you. And she says, no, I mean after. Bro, that was just an absolute gut punch, right? Huge gut punch. So I'm like, yes, I will take care of you after, And so after she dies, I took care of her, right? I bought the plot. I bought the headstone. I inscribed the headstone. I paid for the service. There were 3 of them. We had 3 services. 3 viewings, 1 service, 1 funeral, right? I paid for and set up and designed the handout, the little card. I designed the headstone, the phrase. I wrote the obituary. I did the paper. I did the notices. You know what I mean? Like, I created the CD of the photos that they played. I picked the music. I did everything. I took care of her, just like I promised. I was doing that anyway, but, I promised. So, I didn't like leaving her alone. Like, she didn't want to be alone. Like, when I told you I would sit in the hospital with her, that was fine. She wanted people there because she didn't want to be alone. But you didn't necessarily, she didn't necessarily want to talk to everybody, She just wanted somebody there. So it was hard to leave her, like, after she died. She didn't want to be alone. So the idea of her being in this metal drawer, and then her being at the morgue, and then the mortuary, and then, all that was really hard. But I handled all that. Like, when they called because they couldn't get her blood vessels to circulate because her circulatory system had been so damaged. I handled all that. I took care of everything. And then after the funeral, I went back because we were in the middle of a Harry Potter book, and I finished that book and I read another one. And so I went to the grave every day for a year and a half. I went to the grave every day and read, right? It got to the point where her mom and her sisters complained because I was there every day. But if somebody came, which is rare, if somebody came, I left. I want, give everybody their time. You know what I mean? But I was there every day. And it started to create drama. And they were just, they're like, oh, he's always there. And I wasn't there like all day, but I was there every day. You know what I mean? For about I don't know, anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, I was there every day for a year and a half. And then one day, I didn't go. I don't remember why. I do. Now that I think about it, I do remember why. I went out of town. And I couldn't go. So that's what broke the cycle. And then I went like once a week, and then once every couple weeks. And it got to the point where I didn't go as much, and then I didn't go at all. And the reason I don't go now is because I feel so guilty. You know what I mean? Like, I feel so guilty. It's been so long that I haven't gone that I feel guilty about it. And nobody knows this. I've never told anybody this. I might have told Aaron Jaffe, because the last time I went to the actual grave was with Aaron because he wanted to see her. So I went, and I didn't tell him. I don't know if I told him. That was the first time I had been in months. So I haven't been in a year. I just haven't been. And it's like the opposite it was before, where before I had like this impulse that I had to go, I had to go. And now I've got this, it's like the opposite, And I spent every day with her for a year in that hospital. You know what I mean? So when she died, there was this giant hole in my life where that's all I did. That's all I did was take care of her, run breaks, and sleep, That was it. All right. So I tell you all this just to tell you this story. Sorry, it's a real long story. Her mom, on Christmas Day, says, I have something to tell you, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. We're friendly, but we don't exactly talk. You know what I mean? Like we don't text each other. Like if you go to my phone, right? Her mom kept Leonice's phone number. So when her mom actually texts me, it says Leonice on it. But anyway, if you go to my phone, the text I have, one says Merry Christmas, right? One says Happy Easter, and one says Happy Birthday, and that'll be my entire text from her in a year. We don't talk, you know what I mean? We don't talk. But we're friendly, Like, she's at my house for Christmas Day, you know what I mean? Like, we have a relationship, it's just we don't talk. So she says, I have to tell you something. So I'm like, okay. So I lean in because she's whispering, and she starts to cry. And I'm like, oh shit. What is she about to tell me? You know what I mean? And she says, I have a message from your angel. And then she says, she wants to know why you don't read to her anymore. This woman says this to me on Christmas Day in front of everybody. So I have to stand up and leave the house, right? I got to leave the house. My boys didn't hear it, so they don't know what the hell's going on, Yeah. She says she has a message from Leonice, who's been gone 9 years. And her message is, why don't you read to me anymore? Yeah. It was before we bought a bench. We bought a bench that has her name on it. And it's like, so there's a big tree. There's like this man-made lake. It's a pond, man-made pond. And then there's a tree, and then under the tree is a bench, and then in front of the bench is her grave and her headstone, So you sit at the bench and you can read to her. But before that, before she had a headstone or anything, I'd bring a folding chair, and I would sit down and I would read. And it just, it just helped me to feel close to her, you know what I mean? But I haven't gone in a long time. And I didn't, like, discuss it with anybody. Like, I don't tell people that. Like, you're the first people I've told that I don't go, you know what I mean? But I don't go. From going every day to not going in a year, And I drive by it on my way here every day. Like, I literally drive by. It's just really hard, It's just hard, you know what I mean? Like I would fall apart every day if I went. So my best friend in the 90s introduced us, me and her mom. And she was like, I have this friend who's having trouble. Would you help her? And I was like, what's the trouble? And she was like, she doesn't have her power on. And she's got 3 girls. And Leonise wasn't even born yet. And that's how I met him. And we've just been friends, forever. And I basically raised all the girls, you know what I mean? Like, every one of them. Her youngest just turned 18, like this year. She just turned 18 this year. So they're all adults now, but the oldest was born in 86, But yeah, that's how I met him. Just Garrett Forrester. But we've been friends 30 years, you know what I mean? Like, but we're not close anymore, you know what I mean? Me and their mom. We used to be close, but we're not. We're not enemies or anything. We're just not, we're just not close. She never would have won Mother of the Year, So. And then my wife and I, we've never been able to have kids. We've tried. We've been pregnant. It's just, never worked. Colin Hawk, we always lost the baby. We lost one in the 3rd trimester, but, most of them were 1st trimester. Yeah, basically. That's pretty much how it happened. Yeah. They would call me when they were little, and say, our mom's gone, we don't have any food. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. I'll tell you a story. This is a terrible story. This is terrible. This is the worst thing she's ever done that I know of. So, when the girls were little, Teaspoon's mom, right? Teaspoon's mom. Teaspoon is 14, right? He's 14. It's 14 and a half. His mom, when she was 7, stop. On her 7th birthday, we went over and picked her up. Her and her sisters. And we all went to church. I always took them to church every Sunday. And then we would go to lunch. And then usually they would stay with me. And we'd, I don't know, go see a movie. You know what I mean? We'd do something. And then I'd take them home Sunday night, right? So we went to church on Sunday, but it was Chaz's 7th birthday. Teaspoon's mom. She's in her 30s now. So this was a long time ago. And when I picked her up, I told her mom, I was like, hey, we won't go to lunch today. We'll bring her straight home so that you can, have the birthday party, right? And her mom says, no, that's okay. You can go to lunch. lay down and go to sleep. Right now, lay down and go to sleep. Her mom's like, no, go ahead and go to lunch. Right? That's what she tells me. Go ahead and go to lunch. So I'm like, okay. We'll go to lunch and then we'll bring them straight home. Right? So we go to lunch. I swear to God, we go to lunch. And we come back from lunch. We come back from lunch and her mom's not home. Right? Her mom's not home. So her neighbor was a friend of mine. And we were like, hey, where'd she go? And she's like, she went to Busch Gardens with her boyfriend and her boyfriend's 2 children, right? Her boyfriend's 2 children. One was older than Chaz and one was younger. The girl was older by a couple years and the boy was younger by a couple years. I swear to God, this is a true story. And she was gone all day. Now, this was before cell phones, you know what I mean? Like, some people had them, but it was pretty rare. And, you know, most people didn't have cell phones. Like, it was around, this is like late 90s. You know what I mean? Like late 90s. And she didn't have one. I think I did. But I don't think my wife did. Anyway. So she was gone. And so we were like, what do you mean? It's her daughter's birthday. She was like, yeah, she waited until you guys left for church and then she went. They went on her daughter's 7th birthday. Not 17th, 7th. From 6 years old to 7. Her 7th birthday. I took the 3 girls to church. So they were like 7, 9, 13, something like that. We took them to church and then went to lunch. I remember it was Olive Garden. We went to Olive Garden. And then came back. So what we ended up doing is we went to the movies, and my wife didn't go to the movies. She went to the dollar store and bought like decorations, and we decorated the house. We had an apartment on 9th Street on MLK, and we went to a movie. I forget what movie it was. She would remember. And we threw her a surprise birthday party and pretended like it was the plan all along. Yeah. And we ended up keeping them that night and taking them to school the next day because she didn't come back. You know, by the time she came back, it was so late. Yeah, true story. So she wasn't Mother of the Year. You know what I mean? Josue to Paula. That's a huge Wyatt Langford, by the way. But yeah, true story. So we just had the 3 girls. And then in 2000. In 2000, Leonise was born. Yeah, Leonise was born in 2000. And then her little sister was born in 2005. Calvin Harris. We needed this card. I think he's only got like 1 auto. Calvin Harris, refractor auto. This is a good case. Yeah, exactly. She's the only one that really turned into her mom. The rest are pretty good, you know. But yeah. Paul Skeens. It was just like, you know. She knew she could just dump them with us and we would just, you know, keep them. But she didn't even tell. She didn't tell us that she was going. She just went. That's the worst thing she's ever done. But they've done some bad stuff. Like one time, their mom, she has a little brother, right? Well, he's an adult now. He's in his 40s, but he was way younger. You know what I mean? He was way younger than everybody else. And he was in a car accident, like a fender bender, but he didn't have his license, and so he ran, right? He ran. And then he thought better of it, right? Because he left the car there, and he went back. So they called the police, and he got arrested because he ran, right? Even though he went back, he got arrested for leaving the scene of an accident, right? It's not a huge deal, but, you know, it's kind of a bummer. Anyway, he's in county jail. And the kids come running to me because they love their uncle. He was closer to their age than he was anybody else's, you know what I mean? And they're like, Uncle's been arrested. Uncle's been arrested. And I was like, oh. I was like, well, you know, we could bail him out because they were losing. They were crying. You know, their uncle he is very effeminate. He's a very effeminate gay man. And they were terrified of him being in county jail. So they were like, will you please bail him out? So I'm like, well, how much is it? Right? So they tell me how much it is to bail him out. Because, you know, you go to a bail bondsman and I guess you give them like 10% of the bail and they'll bail him out, right? So it's not like I had to come up with the whole amount or whatever. So they told me it was 200. Well, they went and asked their mom, like, how much is it? And then they came back. This is a true story, okay? They came back and they said it's $250. $250. And I was like, okay, I can do it. And I went to the bank and I got out $250. And I was like, does your mom need me to drive her? And she's like, no, she's going with her boyfriend. All right. Same boyfriend from the Busch Gardens thing. So I'm like, okay. And I remember watching them drive because we were at my friend Ray's house. Ray died. He ended up, he had cancer and he passed away. But we were at his house and he was up the street, right? And so we seen them drive by to go, I guess, pick him up, right? Go to the bail bondsman and pick him up. So I don't think anything of this money. Like, this money's gone. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's gone. You know it's gone. It's no big deal. I'm not worried about it. Well, their uncle comes to me and he's like, hey, I got the money to pay you back. And I was like, wow, really? Thank you. And he's like, yeah. He's like, here it is. And he gave me $200, right? And I said, but Miguel, it was $250. And he said, no, it wasn't. It was only $200. They lied to me to get more money from me so that they could have $50. So they made a profit. They made a profit off of me bailing their uncle out of jail. Well, they didn't. Their mom and her boyfriend made a profit. They lied to me about how much it was. And I mean, I never would have known, except for their uncle actually wanted to pay me back, which was nice. Very rare. You know? Yeah. Yeah. That was the second worst thing they've ever done. Well, I don't know. That one's pretty bad. They've probably done worse things, but yeah. That is a big card. I just want to tell you, while I'm telling you these horrible stories, that is a big card. That is a Wyatt Langford to 71. 58 of 71. Take that, Jay Brooks. But I mean, you know, the girls are family. Like, for instance, when Chaz got married, the little girl who turned 7 and we threw her the birthday party, when she got married, I was father of the bride. You know what I mean? Like, I gave her away. I did the father-daughter dance. I paid for the wedding. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're family. It's just unconventional family. Well, the thing of it is, I know, I agree with you. Like, I get it. But the thing is like, I think she was serious. Like, she's serious. Like, I'll tell you two things. All right? And it is 100% cool if you don't believe me. I got no problem with it. But I'll tell you two things. I have, without question, spoken to Leonis in my dreams. No doubt, to me, that's what happened. It used to be a lot more often, but I have no question for me that. What the hell is up with Roccaforte? Like, I have literally pulled this dude's rainbow today. And the other thing I'll tell you is that I've been at the cemetery in the middle of the night and seen the same ghost more than once. Not her, it's an old man in an old suit. But I have seen him many times. Many times. And there's no question that that's what it is that I'm seeing. Or that it's the same guy. I just, I could tell you a ghost story. If you guys want to hear a ghost story, I got one. But, so she might be telling the truth, and she might, it might just all be in her head, but she might still be telling the truth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she made it up to be mean. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying, you know what I mean? I'm not saying. So, I don't know. And there's definitely people in this story that consider me a sucker. You know what I mean? I get it. It's whatever. It's not like I don't know it, I'm just like, whatever. Insert auto. Mike Bove. Insert auto. But yeah, the old man in the suit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the bail money thing was crazy. Like, who would even think to, like, profit from that? I guess, I guess we know. Colt Emerson, a blue refractor. Yeah. Oh yeah. She knew. She knew what was about to happen. She knew what was about to happen. I don't know why she did it right then. Maybe that's. I mean, like I said, we don't talk. You know what I mean? Like, but she could have texted me. I don't know. She didn't finish. She just said, "Your angel wants to know why you don't read to her anymore," and I got up and left. Like, there might have been more to it. She might have been like, I don't know. But it is what it is. So crazy though, right? Like, what the hell? That was Christmas morning. Woof. You guys want to hear about the ghost? I'll tell you about the ghost. It's a better story if we're actually standing in the cemetery at night, but I can tell you the ghost story. It's a true story. It really happened. More than once. But the one, like when I met the ghost the first time, that's the one. That's the story that, Huh. No. All right. Here's the ghost story, okay? So, I'm at the cemetery, and it's very late at night, right? Like, pitch dark out, no lights, whatever. I would use my phone's flashlight. You could park, right, not far from that little pond, and walk to Leonice's bench, and you can sit down, and you can talk to her in the middle of the night. I like it. There's a lot of people that won't go to the cemetery late at night. Well, most people. I've never actually encountered another person there at night, but it's open. I can go whenever I want. So sometimes I want to go at night. And I've heard some strange sounds. It's a really big Catholic cemetery. It's very old. And I've heard some strange sounds, but I've never been afraid, you know? And I wasn't afraid this night either, just for the record. I mean, like, in fear of my life. Like, it scared the hell out of me, but I wasn't, like, afraid of this ghost, I guess. So, I'm sitting on the bench, and I hear some noises. I'm like, whatever. I don't think nothing of it. It's whatever. I mean, there's probably a million raccoons, you know, running around, and possum and stuff like that. And that could be what's making all the noise, because there's just a lot of noise. And I start to walk towards, I've got, at the time I had this black convertible Mustang, right? Loved that car. And the top was down. And I was walking towards the Mustang to get in the car and drive home, right? It's probably 2 a.m. Wyatt Langford. And this is going to sound crazy, but I feel like this presence. You know what I mean? Like, I feel this presence. So I reach into the car. I'm at the Mustang, so I've gotten to the Mustang. And it's parked on a road. So the Mustang's parked on a road facing north. And Leonise is to the right? That's where she is. But to the north, there's like a couple buildings where, you know, people are inside the walls. And then there's a chapel a little ways up. But there's a little road. And it takes you, it kind of meanders through the cemetery in the direction of like the chapel and the buildings or whatever. So it's a road. So I get to my car and I reach down and I flick on the headlights, right? This was 8-9 years ago, you know, and the headlights are on the column, like anyway. So I flick on the headlights, just click them on. And in front of me, there is like a turn, you know, like a right turn. And on the other side of that street, there is this old man. And he's walking towards me. Now, people walk in the cemetery, like it's not unheard of, but there's no homes around. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing anywhere around within walking distance. Like if you're going to walk, it means you drove there. You know what I mean? And he's in a suit. All right? Not just a suit, but a full business suit. And it strikes, I don't know suits, right? I don't know the cut of suits. But it strikes me this suit it's old, right? Not dirty, trashy, or anything like that, but dated, right? So I'm like, what in the hell is this dude walking towards me? And I hear him walking now because he's starting to get closer, so I can hear him, right? And I'm like, what? So I'm mad. Like, what is this dude doing? Like, walking in the middle of the cemetery. He didn't have a light, bro. Like, there was no light. And it's an older guy, I'd say 60s, right? Walking towards me. In a suit. In the cemetery. At 2 a.m. So I get in the car. So this is how much time it takes. I open the door, right? And sit. Close the door. Look up. And the guy is now half a block away walking in the other direction. And I'm like, how the hell did he get over there? Did he run? Right? But I didn't hear him run, you know, but he startled me. Like, you know what I mean? So now I'm angry. Like, this dude's up to something. You know what I mean? Like, he is up to something. So I start the car, and I'm not trying to scare him. You know what I mean? The Mustang's a little loud. It's not, I don't have an obnoxious car. I don't like obnoxiously loud cars. But a Mustang, in general, has a growl. You know, so it's like, you know what I mean? So even at idle, the Mustang is going to growl a little. But it's not obnoxious. I don't have any, like, modifications to the exhaust. You know what I mean? It's not going to backfire. But I'm not trying to be a jerk, so I keep it at idle, and I just kind of roll towards the guy. And I told you there was that street, like the street to turn right. You could turn left, too. It's a whole intersection. When I get to that, I realize it strikes me suddenly. I'm like, oh, wait, this isn't just some dude in the cemetery. Like, something gave me like this warning, like, warning. And instead of going forward towards him at this intersection, I turned left and I left. Right? Because I was like, I realized, I was like, this is not a dude. This is somebody buried in a cemetery who's walking around, right? That's what this is. And that's it. That's all there was. And I didn't feel anything, like I wasn't, didn't feel threatened or anything. Since that day, I have seen this dude like 4 different times in the same suit, but always from farther away because it's a huge cemetery. So I'll see him way off, just kind of watching in the cut. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's my guy. That's the guy in the cemetery. That's the ghost in the cemetery. True story. And he's never bothered me because I'm cool. You know what I mean? Like, I come and I read to my little girl and then I leave. I'm not throwing beers. You know what I mean? I'm not having a party. I'm not disrespecting anybody in the cemetery. I have a feeling he wouldn't be cool if I was doing any of those things. But I'm like the cool guy for the cemetery. They're like, yeah, he's okay. Sean Sullivan. You know what I mean? True story. That's the ghost in the cemetery. Old man suit in a cemetery at 2 a.m. And it takes me a good few minutes to figure out it's not just some guy. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was some guy trying to like scare me or something, but it wasn't. It was just a dude doing his ghost stuff. Like, I don't know what, but I've seen him there more than once since then. That's my ghost story. And we're done with the case. we're done with that. Was a great case. All right, let's go ahead and recap it here. Max Clark, 299. That's another auto we got to hit. We got to hit some more Max Clarks. We've got a gold Tommy Troy. We've got one I forget what this is called. Mood ring. One mood ring. And then we don't have any super rare colored paper. Couple greens. Few aquas. Nothing crazy. All right, non-auto. Nelson Rada, Xavier Isaac, Eric Batanti, Jace, Ibuprofen, Colt Emerson, Cade Kuehler, Josue DePaula, The Phoenix, Max Anderson, Cole Schoenwetter, Cole Foster, Brandon Winokur, Jacob Gonzalez to 49, 10 of 49. Jet Williams, Daverson Gutierrez, Quinn McDaniel, 7 of 10, Rose Gold, Trey Morgan, Cooper Ingle, Xander Meath, Travis Honeyman, that's T-Pound, Cam Collier, Levi Wells, Drew Hackenberg, and Hunter Holland. And then autos. So we've got a Langford, Jonah Cox, Sean Sullivan, Carson Roccaforte Gold, Mike Bove, Jace Ibuprofen, Calvin Harris Refractor Auto, Luke Schleger, Garrett Forrester, Calvin Hawk, Orange Auto, Cole Foster, Christian Campbell, Johnny Farmello, Blue Wave, Tommy Hawk, Jake Cunningham, Enrique Bradfield, another Sean Sullivan. I didn't realize I knew I had hit 2 color. I didn't realize they were in this case right here. Another Bradfield, Spencer Nevins, Betanti Black, Hunter Holland, Brandon Winokur, and Rock Reggio to 71. That's pretty good. We've got a gold auto, an orange auto, a black auto, and 2 sparkle autos because we hit Wyatt Langford And that is 58 of 71. 58 of 71. It's a crazy case. It's a crazy good case. Good case. Yeah, good case. Yes. Yes, he's playing with his change. Because he's insane. There's nothing I can do about it. I got an insane baby. G, go sleep. Go sleep, G. I said go sleep. You playing your game?
Yes.
You want to come say hi?
Yes.
Come up here and say hi.
Hi.
Why are you screaming?
Yes.
Say hi.
Hi.
Why are you so loud? You don't gotta yell, bro.
Yes, I can.
Well, you can, but you don't gotta.
Yes, I can.
You ain't gotta yell, bro.
Yes, I can.
You can. Doesn't mean you have to.
Now.
Who are you talking to?
Now.
Yeah, you're gonna now yourself. Go to sleep.
I said that on my game. That's the rule.
That's the rules. Hey, look, we already hit Quinn McDaniel. Look, we just hit him. I didn't know we had hit that man twice. Oh. Hey, G.
What?
Will you bring me a Diet Coke, please?
The fridge.
Yeah, from the fridge.
This one.
Well, give me one of the ones from right there. In the middle. Yeah, one of those. Yep, perfect. Bring here.
I want more juice.
You know, you had enough juice. Why did you leave the refrigerator door open? Go close the refrigerator door.
Why?
You ain't gotta slam it, bro. Chill. What's
It's
wrong?
time to smell the refrigerator.
I have no idea what you just said. Can you say that in English? Can you say that in English?
Fine.
No, I said English. English.
Fine.
Fine.
Now.
All right, good. Watch.
Say
No, you can't sit in my. Go.
now.
Go sit down.
Now.
Chill your butt out.
Daddy.
Chill your butt out, bro.
You're poopy head.
I'm not a poopy head.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
No, I'm not.
Yes. You are.
Bro, go to sleep. Go to sleep right now.
Ball again.
I don't care. Go to sleep.
It was game.
I don't care about your game. Go to sleep.
I got another game.
I threw him in the trash can. I said, G, you going in the trash can?
No.
You already went. What do you mean no? You already went in the trash can, G.
No.
G, Whitney said that you're a poopy head.
Ew,
Look, she said, G's a poopy head. Can you believe that? Look, what's that say? G is a poopy head. See it? Right there. G is a poopy head.
The harness is a poopy head.
Say that again.
Hoda is
Hoda? Hodaness? Close enough. Okay, go sit. Go sit. You read too well.
Yeah, poopy head.
No, she said G.
You are poopy head.
Bro,
You're
that's
liar.
I'm not a liar. That's how you spell G. In
Yeah, poopy.
in Whitney's language, that's how you spell G. Go sit down. Go sit down.
You have to fix my watch right now.
I don't have to fix your watch right now because you shouldn't have broke it, and I'll fix it later. Bro, chill.
You too.
Jake DeLeo? I didn't expect him to be able to read Houdini. Still no auto. Oh, talked it into existence. Zach Levinson. Zach Levinson auto. Cole Miller. Wyatt Langford, mood ring. All right, we are missing an auto, so I don't know why I just moved this. Hopefully the auto's not in here. Or if it is, there's still another one. And there is no auto. Okay, that's not a good sign. All right, we got 3 packs left. We're missing 2 autos. Jay Bashirs. All right, 2 packs left. 2 autos missing. I don't think it's going to be in here. All right, give me an auto. Come on, guys. Give me an auto. I can't go down 2 autos in the first box. I can't tell. Okay. All right, whatever. We're only missing the 3rd auto. It's possible that I missed it, but I know I didn't, but we'll look anyway. Just in case. Should have been. We're up an auto in an earlier case, so maybe it'll all work out, but it's not good. Sometimes if it's a redemption, it'll stick to the back of the card, so that's what I'm looking for. You know, there's not a lot of redemptions, but it is possible to hit one, so that's what I'm looking for right now. And no. All right. So it wouldn't be within the paper, you know, it wouldn't be there, but you can always look, you know, just to see if you're missing anything, something's out of place. But there's nothing. Just looking for like a chrome card. Nothing. All right. Not a good start to the case. Yeah, definitely. That's always the case. I think they stole the auto from, because we got 2 base autos, which makes me think the 3rd auto was probably a color. And it's missing. Not a good sign. Seth Keener, base auto. Hurston Waldrop. There you go, Mark. Okay, Mark a little something something. That's 2 autos pretty fast, so that's good. Maybe we're gonna find our missing auto. Yeah. Cam Collier. Brando Mayea, and I think that's his first parallel, right, guys? First parallel in 70 plus cases. Smash the like button and subscribe. He'll probably do it. Hey G,
What?
come here. We got a another mood ring. I need you to say something for me. Can you say it? You know, if we get him to read it, he'd probably read it. Can you say smash the like button?
Smash the like button.
And subscribe.
And subscribe.
Good job. That's all. Thank you. Thank you. That means go away. Go sit down, crazy butt. Yeah. Colt Emerson and Max Clark. A nice Max Clark. All right, so this is probably what was messing with our autos. See how it's all jacked and in the wrong spot? It was the ghost in the machine. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at this card, bro. This is what we call the ghost in the shell. This is it gets caught up, right? It gets caught up. See how it's all just jacked. This card is jacked. This card got caught, and it affected the insertion of inserts, hits, and autos. This is what did it. So we might find it. You know what I mean? Like the missing auto might show up now. Max Anderson. Maybe. You know, maybe. Hey, thanks. Sometimes that's not the only thing in there. You know, it's just the first one to come out, and another one will come out later. But we got all 3 autos in this box. So, you know. All right. Still short 1 auto, but Christian Campbell. Drew Hackenberg to 99. Looks like a black auto. Joe Redfield, black refractor auto to 75. Jonathan Mejia. Homer Bush. Base auto. The Phoenix. Langford refractor. got another mood ring. I think that's our third mood ring. Usually when we hit that many, it means one of them's color, but these are all base. Jack Hurley. Luke Keyshaw, base auto. Colin Hawk. Stop. Bring me the tablet and go to sleep. Bring it to me. I told you not to rip that up, and you ripped it up anyway. Go to sleep right now. Bring me the Switch. Bring it to me. Go to sleep. I don't want to hear one word out of you. You hear me? I got this faux mat that he's laying on, and he likes to rip it up. And I told him to stop doing it, and I hear this. I'm like, oh man! I turn around, he's ripped it to shreds. This is where you should be given spankings, but I'm not much of a spanker, so instead he gets sent to bed. Jake Woodward. Jason Woodward, sorry. Whoa. This card snuck up on me. Justin Reimer, True Red. Just snuck up on me. I didn't see it coming. Let's see how Justin Reimer's doing. I don't think I've hit one in a while. He's got 4. You know, he's not doing terrible, not doing great. But now he's got a True Red. Definitely doing better. Five of 5, Justin Reimer. Nice little card. Nice little color match there with the Red Sox jersey. Very cool. I dropped my red stand. I kind of want it though. Go sleep, I said. Well, I'm gonna whoop you. What's up, Chris? How's it going, buddy? Drew Jones. Drew Jones, purple. Rainer Arias. Y'all see my friend Chris up in the chat right now? What's up, man? Jeopardy going on. This is Jeopardy. I'm your host, Alex Trebek. G, go to sleep. Yeah. Watts Brown, they've made an absolute mess of the hosting since he left, since he passed away. Gold paper, Isaiah Coupet. Coupe? I don't know. Mayea. Jack Hurley. Cade Denton. That's our first auto, which is another scary situation. We've only hit one auto. I guess. I don't think we're going to get all our autos in this box. Again. Well, here's one, I think. Yeah. Kemp Alderman. So we got one pack left. We're missing one auto in this box. Come on, let's do it. Maybe. Maybe. No. Maybe. Maybe. No. All right. So now we're down 2 autos in this case. Not very nice. Not very nice at all. Garrett Forrester, refractor auto. Colton Bedwetter. This man's sound asleep, you guys. Out cold, but I gotta wake him up because he gotta go pee before he goes to sleep. Otherwise, he's gonna pee in my office. Chase Davis. I'll take him when this case is over. Brady House, green paper. Matt Shaw. Jake DeLeo. All right, look. We started off with 2 autos right away, and now we're at the end, and we still only have the 2 autos. I need another auto. I don't think it's going to be in here. Yeah. That's crazy. Like, we started right off with 2 autos. Bam, bam, and then nada. So now we're down 3 autos. I hate doing this sometimes. You know, how hard is it to just make sure that they get what you say you're going to give them, you know? If you say you're going to give them 3 autos, give them 3 autos. Just give them 3 autos. What they should do is have, like, every 12th box have 4 autos, you know, just on the regular. Or even every 10th box have 4 autos, you know? So you're given slightly more, so when this happens, it's not a big deal because you give more than you say you're gonna. You know what I mean? Drives me up a wall. Every 11th, you know, every 11th box have 4 autos in it. And then we're fine. But no, can't do that. Last time I remember them doing that was 2009 Bowman draft. The Mike Trout year. You would open a case of 09 Bowman draft, and you might get 14 autos, you know, because there was one auto per box. There are like 19 players on the checklist, including Trout. Enrique Bradfield. I don't know. I don't think I've pulled that many of Albert Rios. Alberto Rios. Max Anderson. Josue DePaula. Oh, yeah. Here's another box that's going to be short. Maybe. Devin Saltibon. Devin Salty Buns. All right, look, give me one more. Make me feel better about this. Hey, you did it. Why is it 3 base autos, though? I mean, seriously. Why? Why would you give me 3 base autos? In the one box, you finally give me all 3 autos. Whatever. At least we got them, right? And this one's a refractor. So. Luis Guanipa. Noble Meyer. Kemp Alderman, base auto. Jonah Cox to 199. Zach Levinson, so that's 3 autos with 5 packs to go. Let me pick up some of those missing autos. What do you say? Orange paper, Gabriel Gonzalez. And Jonah Cox to 10, 6 of 10. Give me one of those missing autos. Nope. Nope. Says the box. Nope. Hey, they did it. Jake Cunningham base. All right, so this box had 4 autos, and I think 2 boxes, maybe 3, had 2 autos. So, overall, it still wasn't great. But I'll take it. At least it's a different name, right? All right, let's see what we got. We got 1 mini diamond Enrique Bradfield to 150. We've got 3 mood rings. Colored paper, there's a orange, a gold, 2 greens, and 2 aquas. That's what it looks like. Non-auto color, we've got Guanipa, Jonah Cox to 10, Schoenwetter, Josue DePaula, Chase Davis to 75, Matt Shaw, Jake DeLeo, Watts Brown, Jack Hurley, Devin Salty Buns, Jack Hurley, Jason Woodward, Drew Jones, Drew Hackenberg, Jonathan Mejia, the Phoenix, Cam Collier, Brando Mayea, might be his first, Max Clark, that's a lunar, Max Anderson, Jake DeLeo, Cole Miller, and Jay Bashirs. So, you know, a little something. Autos. I think we're short 2. We've got a red, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22. So short 2 autos, which is very sad. Hate it when that happens. We've got Kemp Alderman, Jonah Cox, Zach Levinson, Jake Cunningham, Max Anderson, Devin Salty Buns Refractor, Colton Bedwetter, Garrett Forrester Refractor, Colton Bedwetter, Cade Denton, Kemp Alderman, Luke Keishel, Colin Hawk, Christian Campbell, Joe Redfield, Homer Bush, Seth Keener, Hurston Waldrop, Johnny Farmello, Zach Levinson, and Michael Carrico. There's a really weird case with like the same stuff over and over. It was weird. I'm just going to leave the red as the photo. I mean, not a whole lot going on other than this Justin Reimer, to be honest with you. You know, it was just basically this card and that's it. Nothing else really to talk about. I mean, the black Joe Redfield was nice, but, you know. All right. G, come on, let's go pee. Hey. Hey, G. 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 Come on, let's go pee. Come on. Come on, let's go pee. Go that, no, that way. Yep, keep going. Keep going, turn. Lay back down. Bro, you were out. Don't tell me you don't want to sleep. You were sound asleep. You're. Oh. All right, what do you say? One more? Man, I'm tired, though. That's right. We can do one more. One more. Let me change the case number. What are we on? 87? 87. Gee, how come you're not sleeping? You don't wanna? You know what I say? Too bad, go sleep.
No.
Christian Campbell? Oh, yeah. Wyatt Langford refractor. Not the best condition card, though. Seth Keener to 99. I don't like this case, though. I haven't hit an auto yet. I should have hit one by now. It's giving me flashbacks. All right, there's one. Class of 23, Farmello. Ibuprofen, base auto. Gabriel Gonzalez. Just need one more auto in these last 2 packs. Hey, I see a gold. Maybe that's yellow. Nope, it's gold. Kemp Alderman. I don't think I needed Kemp Alderman, but whatever. It's at least 3 autos. At least I got 3 autos. Me and G pulled up to the Awful House last night after we were done breaking, and they were outside. Everybody that worked at the Awful House was outside smoking weed when we pulled up. They're like, man, Like, sorry guys. I'm done after this one too, though. That'll get me to 12. I'm not gonna finish tomorrow, but it's legal. It's legal if you've got a card. Like, it's not legal. You can't just smoke marijuana, you know what I mean? But I don't think they arrest people for it anymore. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where, like, recreational, I don't think recreational is legal. Son of a gun. We don't need this guy anymore. He's got plenty. Move on. Move on to somebody else. It's not like Colorado where you can just smoke. But I mean, they've got weed shops on every corner. You know what I mean? They're everywhere. We've got a Republican governor right now, which means everything else is probably mostly Democrat. Kind of balance it out. He's a real neo-Nazi, so probably not going to get anything legalized anytime soon. Justin Reimer. But the thing is, once a state goes legal, the amount of money coming in just makes it where they don't go back. You know what I mean? Jacob Gonzalez, it's like when you do, when they did the lottery. When the lottery came. And the amount of money that's in the lottery now, there's no way they ever go back, you know? And I can't tell you how many people still believe that education gets more money because of the lottery. So I don't know how it is in every state, but how they did the lottery in Florida, and I want to say it was the 80s, right? The 80s, is they were like, the money's going to go towards education, right? Right? We're going to give money to education. That's all the lottery money that the state collects goes to education, right? So people believe that the education budget now gets more money because of the lottery. Jacob Will, they literally believe this. But what the reality is they just stop giving money to education and let the lottery do it. So like, and then they would raise other stuff. So say the lottery brings in, say your budget is $100, right? That's your budget. It's $100. And 20% of your budget is education. So of your $100, you give $20 to education. And then the lottery comes along, right? And it brings in an extra $20. And they say, hey, this is going towards education. Well, what they do is they give that $20 towards education, but then education doesn't get an increased budget, right? It's just they use the lottery money for education. So now they still have that whole dollar, and that goes to policing. You know what I mean? Like the police budget went up, you know, but not the education. So they say the money goes towards the lottery, but it's all a lie, you know. The government's just getting their amount, but they're not putting it into education, you know. One thing I can assure you, in the state of Florida, your money does not go towards education. So yeah. Anyway, that's my thing. Listen, unless it's your guy, and then you're like, yeah, get another one. I don't mind it if it's somebody that's low, you know what I mean? Like Jacob Wilson right now doesn't have a lot of autos. So if we hit 2 Jacob Wilson colors, I'd be fine with it. You know what I mean? He did great in the first half, but in the second half, he's not doing very well. So, as of right now. So if he ended up with 2 color in this case, I'd be like, yeah. But Kemp Alderman doesn't need it. The thing about weed is that they might as well legalize it and then tax it. You know what I mean? Because they weren't stopping it by making it illegal. All they were doing was, putting people in prison. It's not helping anything. It's like the prohibition in the 20s. They weren't stopping people from drinking. They were just arresting people for drinking. So you might as well make it legal and then tax it. They tax cigarettes to kingdom come, which I am 100% behind, by the way. You might as well tax weed to kingdom come, What? Charlie Soda, I'm all for it. Now, I'm not for legalizing all drugs, I don't want there to be like crystal meth on the corner, You know what I mean? Like, I'm not for that, but weed, come on. I do have a line. It's just weed's not on the wrong side of it. D and Jorge. Hey, we got a red. And we have a mood ring. I don't know what that means. All right, it's not an auto. Justin Crawford, though. Hell yeah. That's a great one right there. Carl Crawford. When my hands were shaking really bad, I was smoking weed. Tommy Hawk. Just to try to see if it would help, I don't know if it helped or not, but I was smoking weed every day. Like, before I would break, I would smoke weed. But now I have this medicine that I take that I love. It's called, hold on, methimazole. I don't know if that's what you call it, but that's what it's called. Methimazole. But it's like Mazzoli or something like that. Anyway, I take that. And now my hands don't shake. At least rarely. You know what I mean? I seen some of the videos from this time last year, and my hands were all over the place. It was bad. So, not like that now. Jackson Holiday Refractor. G, go to sleep. You go to sleep right now. I'm gonna give you Papao. That's what I thought. Go to sleep. You go to sleep right now. See, you're coughing because you don't go to sleep. All right, we've got 3 autos, and Luke Schleger is the guy we needed. He doesn't have very many autos. So now I do meth, but it's actually not meth, but it says meth, so I call it meth. And it's amazing. Betanti. Yeah. Matt Shaw. I mean, it's going to be illegal everywhere soon, but some of the more diehard Republican states is going to be tough. It's going to be the longest, you know. The last states to give up on like slavery are going to be the states it's going to be tough for. Yeah, it's not actually math. I don't think it's math. Pretty sure it's not math. It's just, that's what it's called. But it's great. I mean, my hands don't shake. What more could I ask for, you know? Yep, a lot of money. Hey, another Schleger. How many did he have? Hold on. I know he didn't have many. I think I've hit him 3 times. He had 4. Now he's got at least 2 more. I think 3 more, but yeah. Homer Bush. Colt Keith. Transformative talent. $2.99. Jackson Wiggins. Jason Cheerio. Ralphie Velasquez. Base auto. Go sleep. Wyatt Langford refractor. Dylan Head refractor auto. Paul Wilson. Lunar. Another mood ring. Colt Emerson. Green refractor. Drew Gilbert, blue refractor. Christian Knapsack. That's the first auto in this box. We haven't been shorted yet, but man, that is really taking it to the line. And that's the second auto. Ty Pete. It's the third time I've hit him today, Ty Pete. And fourth auto. Third auto. Johnny Farmello. Not fourth auto, sorry. So 3 packs in a row. Auto, auto, auto. And never mind. Colson Montgomery. Gold paper, Jaden Ham. G, go sleep. What? I can't hear you. You better be sleeping, though. Go sleep. Go sleep right now. Or when you wake up, I'm going to throw away your tablet. You want me to throw away the tablet? Then go to sleep. Sleep right now. Right now, go to sleep. It's not your tablet. I paid for that tablet. You ain't got a job?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did have a job?
Yes.
Where'd you work?
Right here.
Where?
Right here.
You worked right here in my office. And I never noticed.
Yeah, you're a liar.
I'm a liar? You just said you had a job working in my office, and I'm a liar. Gee, I don't know if I understand your logic here, buddy.
I think you're a poopy.
So your job was to be a poopy head?
Yes.
Okay, go to sleep then.
He goes to.
I guess. Apparently he had a secret job nobody knew about.
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yes.
Okay. I can't even get the 14-year-old to work. Let alone the 5-year-old. Patrick Riley. Trey Morgan. Austin Troser. How You Lee, Lunar. Connor Burns. I know he doesn't have a lot of autos. 271 Connor Burns. Let me look. I want to see. That's only his second auto. So yeah, not very many. G. Who is your direct supervisor at this job? Jacob Wilson. Come on, if you had a job working here, then you'd know who your direct supervisor was. Who did you report to? Where's your time card? Chris Clark. Chris Clark was your direct supervisor? Seems odd, I just said that name. You know Chris Clark works for the Angels. He doesn't work here. Angels are in LA. Ceballos base. All right, we got two more boxes. Two more boxes. Nolan McLean. Jacob Gonzalez. All right, man. You want to take G with you? No. All right. Because you can. Christopher Torin. G, go sleep. Gold Sean Sullivan. Man, I really killed that spot today. It's their fourth color today. Sean Sullivan. 2 golds. I think a green and an aqua. I think that's what it is, but 4 color. Orange Ballmeister. A little color match there. Homer Bush. Jet Williams. Yeah, I'd say so. Was that a yawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you yawning?
Yeah.
Good, go to sleep. You are?
Yes.
I can't tell. 'Cause you're still talking. And not sleeping. Which leads me to believe you're not doing what you said you was doing.
Yes.
Bro, chill. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, G? You spazzing out. Let me hear how I look.
I am sleeping.
In this half, they had 5 in this half. But that counted the earlier gold I had already hit. So, but not the green. So yeah, they must have had 4 before the gold. At least I don't think it counted the green. All right, last box. Last box of the night. Noble Meyer. Yeah. Yep, you'll find all that kind of stuff in the thread. Got a refractor of Zanateo. Tello. Jacob Gonzalez. Jonah Cox. Joe Vitrano. And Luke Keishel. So no color in this last box, which is a shame. But whatever. Kevin Sim to 99. All right, let's go ahead and recap it. None of these guys in this last box did we need, like, by any stretch of the imagination. Keishel, Cox, and Noblemeyer. Gee, stop playing with the money. Go to sleep. I'm going to throw that money away with your tablet.
I said
Go to sleep.
I said
You definitely aren't. You're definitely lying. Which I don't like. I don't appreciate. Yeah, maybe I am a poopy head, but I still don't appreciate it. All right, so for draft night, we got a refractor of Nazan. And for transformative talent, we got a Colt Keith to 99. Draft picks and prospects, we got two refractors. We got Jacob Wilson and Jackson Holiday. Nothing for glass. We got two mood rings. And then paper, we've got an orange and a gold. Non-auto color, Vetrano, Kevin Sim, Christopher Torrent, Jackson Ballmeister, Jet Williams, Patrick Riley, Trey Morgan, Colt Emerson, Drew Gilbert, Colson Montgomery, Homer Bush, Jason Chirio, Dian Jorge, Justin Crawford, 1 of 5, Eric Batanti, Justin Reimer, Jacob Gonzalez, Wyatt Hoodpool, Christian Campbell, Seth Keener, and Gabriel Gonzalez. And then autos, we got all the autos we were looking for, plus we ended up with 2 golds and I think 1 black. So, you know. Noblemeyer, Jonah Cox, Luke Keishel refractor, Jacob Gonzalez, Sean Sullivan gold refractor auto, Homer Bush, Austin Troser, Connor Burns to 71, Ceballos, Johnny Farmello refractor, Christian Knapsack, Ty Pete, Luke Schleger black refractor auto, Dylan Head refractor, Ralphie Velasquez, Charlie Soto to 71, Tommy Hawk, Luke Schleger again, Kemp Alderman, Cam Fisher, Jacob Wilson green insert auto, Johnny Farmello insert auto, Jace Ibuprofen, and Kemp Alderman gold. So 2 gold, 1 black, 2 sparkle. So there's some rare autos plus the 2 insert autos. You know, it was okay. Wasn't bad. All right, my friends, thank you very much. Best way to do that is to click the link in the description for the email.